What if I told you 3 fruits could do what most medications only promise? Lower your blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, protect your heart and kidneys, support smoother digestion, and even boost skin and eye health. Sounds surprising, right? But the science is real. In today's video, we're revealing 3 powerful, delicious fruits that don't spike your glucose, but actually help manage diabetes from the inside out. One of them is so rich in antioxidants, it can mimic the effect of diabetes medication, and another is surprisingly related to almonds. Stick around, because the last one might just become your new go-to fruit for better blood sugar control. First on list, mango, sweet, golden, and often misunderstood. Mango is one of the most debated fruits when it comes to diabetes. While some people fear its natural sugar content, the truth is that, when eaten the right way, mango can actually support blood sugar control, aid digestion, improve insulin function, and even protect your eyes and skin and heart. It's not about avoiding mango, it's about using it wisely. Let's begin with the glycemic data. Mango has a glycemic index of 51, placing it on the lower end of the medium category. But the more important number is its glycemic load, which is just 8 for a half-cup serving. That means it delivers a moderate sugar load only when eaten in excess. A typical diabetic-friendly serving is half a cup of sliced mango, about 3.5 ounces, which contains roughly 12 grams of total carbohydrates and around 1.5 grams of fiber. That fiber slows down the absorption of sugars, helping prevent sudden spikes in blood glucose. Nutritionally, mango offers far more than just flavor. That same half-cup serving provides over 35% of your daily value for vitamin C, which is crucial for reducing oxidative stress and inflammation linked to nerve and kidney damage. You also get about 10% of your daily value for vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene, which protects against diabetic eye complications like retinopathy. Mango is also a source of folate, offering about 10% of your daily value, which supports cell repair and cognitive function. Additionally, it contains 170 milligrams of potassium, helping to regulate blood pressure and support heart rhythm. But mango's true power lies in its natural plant compounds. It contains a rich variety of polyphenols and antioxidants, which have been shown in research to improve insulin sensitivity by up to 15%. These bioactive compounds support glucose uptake into cells, making insulin work more efficiently and reducing insulin resistance over time. That means mango, when consumed properly, doesn't just avoid sugar spikes, it can actually support better glucose control. Digestive health is another benefit. Mango contains natural digestive enzymes like amylase, which help break down complex carbs and ease digestion. Along with its fiber, this helps regulate bowel movements and supports a healthier gut microbiome. A healthier gut is directly linked to improved blood sugar regulation, reduced inflammation, and even better metabolic function. For heart health, mango plays a critical role. People with diabetes often face stiff arteries, high blood pressure, and elevated cholesterol. The potassium in mango helps relax blood vessels and balance sodium, lowering blood pressure naturally. It also contains mangiferin, a unique antioxidant shown to reduce LDL cholesterol oxidation and support better arterial function. The combination of fiber, vitamin C, and polyphenols improves circulation and reduces inflammation in the blood vessels, making mango a heart-friendly fruit when eaten in the right portion. If you're wondering which mango varieties are better for diabetics, go for Ataulfo, also known as honey mango, Kent, or Palmer mangoes. These varieties tend to be slightly lower in sugar and have more fiber compared to larger, fibrous types like Tommy Atkins. Ataulfo mangoes, in particular, have a smoother texture, smaller size, and lower glycemic load per serving, making them ideal for portion control and post-meal sugar balance. Now, what's the best way to eat mango? Always go fresh, raw, and stick to the ideal portion. Half a cup, which costs around 50 cents per serving in the US. For better glucose control, pair it with a source of protein or fat. A great recipe idea: blend half a cup of mango with half a cup of unsweetened Greek yogurt, a tablespoon of chia seeds, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. This slows digestion, boosts fiber, and gives you a creamy blood sugar-friendly treat. Now let's throw in a fun fact. Did you know that mango peels contain powerful plant compounds similar to those found in green tea? That's right. Compounds like mangifferin and quercetin, found especially in the skin, have been studied for their anti-inflammatory, fat-burning, and blood sugar balancing effects. While most people throw the peel away, some cultures blend small amounts into smoothies or chutneys for added benefits. Just make sure they're washed thoroughly and eaten in moderation due to their bitter taste. Mango also supports skin health, something often affected in people with diabetes. Elevated blood sugar can lead to dry, inflamed, or poorly healing skin. The high vitamin C content in mango supports collagen production, which is essential for skin elasticity and wound healing. Meanwhile, vitamin A and beta-carotene help reduce skin inflammation and support cellular regeneration. Polyphenols also protect the skin from oxidative damage, which becomes more severe in diabetes due to high glucose and poor circulation. Eating mango in moderation may contribute to smoother, more resilient skin, especially when paired with proper hydration. A word of caution: avoid processed mango products. 1 cup of mango juice contains over 30 grams of sugar, and dried mango, especially if sweetened, can deliver over 40 grams of sugar per handful. Always choose fresh or unsweetened frozen mango and avoid products with added sugars or syrups. And let's bust a myth. Many people believe mango is completely off limits for diabetics, but that's false. The natural sugars in mango are balanced by fiber and polyphenols, and when eaten in proper portions, it's safer than processed snacks, sugary drinks, or even some sugar-free desserts that contain artificial sweeteners. And here's what research confirms. One study found that people with type 2 diabetes who consume moderate servings of mango daily for 12 weeks experienced up to a 9% reduction in post-meal blood sugar levels, with no negative impact on fasting glucose or body weight. So if you've been avoiding mango out of fear, it's time to rethink it. When eaten fresh, in small portions and paired with fiber or protein, mango becomes a powerful, nutrient-dense ally for your blood sugar, digestion, heart, skin, insulin sensitivity, and eye health. Respect the portion and enjoy the benefits. Second on list, apricots, soft, golden, and bursting with gentle sweetness. Apricots may look small, but they deliver big benefits for people with diabetes. The real magic lies in how this fruit supports your blood sugar, digestion, insulin response, and even your eyes and heart, all while being naturally low in sugar. And what makes them even more impressive, it's not just what they contain, it's what they don't do to your blood sugar. Let's start with what matters most: the glycemic impact. Apricots have a low glycemic index of around 34 and a glycemic load of just 4 per serving, making them one of the most blood sugar-friendly fruits you can eat. This means they digest slowly, release glucose gradually, and don't spike your sugar levels after a meal. Each fresh apricot, about 1.5 ounces or 35 grams, contains only 4 grams of total carbohydrates and around 0.9 grams of fiber, helping keep net carbs low and manageable. But apricots go beyond blood sugar. They're packed with fiber that supports digestion and insulin sensitivity. That blend of soluble and insoluble fiber slows down sugar absorption, helps move waste through the intestines, and even feeds the good bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut is linked to better immunity, better hormone balance, and even improved blood sugar control. If you struggle with digestive sluggishness, apricots offer a gentle, natural way to keep things moving without harsh laxatives. Let's talk nutrients. Apricots are especially rich in vitamin A, specifically in the form of beta-carotene, which gives them their deep orange color. Just 2 fresh apricots provide over 30% of your daily value, DV for vitamin A. That's critical for diabetics because vitamin A helps protect the eyes from retinopathy, a complication caused by long-term high blood sugar that damages the retina. But that's not all. Apricots also contain about 10% of the daily value for vitamin C, which reduces oxidative stress and inflammation, 2 root causes of diabetic complications like nerve damage and kidney strain. There's also 180 milligrams of potassium per apricot, which supports healthy blood pressure and heart rhythm, helping reduce the cardiovascular risks often linked to diabetes. Now here's something many don't realize. Apricots are also a natural source of flavonoids and polyphenols. These plant compounds have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity by up to 12%, supporting glucose transport and reducing inflammation. That means apricots not only avoid sugar spikes, they may actually help your body use insulin more effectively. And for those with insulin resistance or metabolic syndrome, this small fruit can make a real difference when eaten regularly. What about heart health? High blood sugar often leads to stiffened arteries and high blood pressure. But apricots fight back with their potassium content, which helps relax blood vessels and flush excess sodium. They also contain catechins, natural compounds that may lower LDL cholesterol and reduce artery inflammation, which supports long-term heart health and circulation. For digestion, apricots are gentle and effective. They contain a small amount of natural sorbitol, which, like in plums, draws water into the intestines and can help relieve occasional constipation without being too harsh. Combined with fiber and antioxidants, this makes apricots a perfect choice for improving digestive regularity and nutrient absorption, especially if you struggle with slower gut motility. And here's a fun fact. Did you know that apricots have been used in traditional medicine for centuries to support digestion and eye health? In ancient Persia and China, they were considered a symbol of life and renewal, and modern science is now catching up to confirm their real health power. Now, how do you eat them for the most benefit? Fresh is best. One serving is around 2 medium apricots, totaling about 3 ounces, and costs roughly 30 cents to 40 cents, depending on the season. That gives you under 8 grams of total carbs and about 1.8 grams of fiber. You can slice them up and add to salads, yogurt, or oatmeal, or blend them with almond milk, Greek yogurt, and cinnamon for a smooth, blood sugar-friendly treat. Just be sure to keep the skin on. It holds extra fiber and antioxidants. Here's one simple diabetic-friendly recipe. Mix 2 chopped apricots, a tablespoon of chia seeds, half a cup of unsweetened almond milk, and a pinch of cinnamon. Let it sit overnight for a creamy chia apricot pudding that supports your gut, insulin, and energy all day long. Now let's bust a myth. Some people believe apricots are too sugary for diabetics, but that's false. Their natural sugars are balanced by fiber, antioxidants, and a low glycemic load. They're far safer than bananas or grapes when eaten in moderation. And finally, science agrees. One research study showed that people with type 2 diabetes who regularly consumed low GI fruits like apricots had significantly lower A1C levels, with up to a 9% reduction over just 12 weeks. They also improved cholesterol profiles and reduced inflammation markers. But a quick warning, dried apricots, while convenient, can be a sugar trap. Drying the fruit concentrates its sugars, and many packaged brands add even more sugar or preservatives. Just 6 dried halves can contain over 18 grams of carbs and a high glycemic load. So if you choose dried apricots, limit to just 2 to 3 pieces, and always look for unsweetened on the label. So if you've been overlooking apricots, now's the time to bring them back into your diet. Third on list, mulberries. These tiny berries may not get as much attention as blueberries or strawberries, but don't let their size fool you. Mulberries are one of the most powerful fruits for people managing diabetes. With their mild sweetness, rich fiber content, and unique plant compounds that actively support blood sugar balance and insulin sensitivity, mulberries deserve a permanent place in your diabetic diet. Let's begin with what matters most: blood sugar control. Mulberries have a glycemic index of around 25 and a glycemic load of just 5 per half cup serving, making them one of the lowest impact fruits for glucose levels. A half cup of fresh mulberries, about 3.5 ounces, contains just 7 grams of total carbohydrates, including about 2 grams of fiber, which helps reduce sugar absorption into the bloodstream. That means fewer glucose spikes after meals, steadier energy, and better long-term glycemic control. Nutritionally, mulberries are small but mighty. A half-cup serving provides about 30% of your daily value for vitamin C, which supports collagen production, blood vessel integrity, and protection against diabetic complications like neuropathy and retinopathy. You'll also get about 8% of your daily value for iron, which is rare for a fruit and helps improve circulation and oxygen delivery. Mulberries contain around 130 milligrams of potassium, which helps manage blood pressure, critical for protecting the heart and kidneys in people with diabetes. They're also rich in resveratrol, a powerful antioxidant that may protect blood vessels, enhance insulin signaling, and reduce inflammation. But what really sets mulberries apart is a natural compound called 1-deoxynogeromycin, DNJ. This unique plant compound works by inhibiting the enzyme that breaks down carbs into glucose, essentially slowing sugar absorption and lowering post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 14%, according to one research study. DNJ acts like a natural alpha-glucosidase inhibitor, similar to how some diabetic medications work, but without side effects. That's a huge win for anyone managing type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. Mulberries also support heart health in multiple ways. The combination of potassium, resveratrol, anthocyanins, and fiber helps reduce inflammation in arteries, balance cholesterol levels, and improve blood vessel function. This lowers the risk of complications like hypertension, stroke, and heart disease, which are all more common in diabetes. For digestion, mulberries shine thanks to their blend of soluble and insoluble fiber. This not only keeps you regular, but also feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut, improving metabolism, reducing insulin resistance, and enhancing nutrient absorption. A healthier gut means better control over blood sugar and inflammation. When it comes to skin health, mulberries may surprise you. Their high vitamin C content supports collagen formation and wound healing, which is especially important for diabetics who experience slow-healing cuts or dry, inflamed skin. The resveratrol and anthocyanins in mulberries also help reduce skin damage caused by oxidative stress and poor circulation, two things that worsen with uncontrolled diabetes. Wondering how to eat them? The best way is fresh or unsweetened frozen. A serving size is about half a cup, which costs around $1.50 to $2 depending on the season and location. You can toss them into a bowl of Greek yogurt, mix with chia seeds and almond milk for a quick pudding, or add to a smoothie with spinach and cinnamon for a fiber-rich, glucose-friendly drink. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly recipe. Blend half a cup of fresh mulberries with half a cup of unsweetened almond milk, a tablespoon of ground flax seeds, and a few ice cubes. It's creamy, cooling, and supports your blood sugar, digestion, and energy. But be cautious with dried mulberries. While they retain nutrients, drying concentrates their natural sugars. Just 1/4 cup of dried mulberries can have over 18 grams of carbs. So if you use them, keep it to a tablespoon or two, and always read the label to avoid added sugars. Did you know that mulberries were once banned from being grown in parts of the U.S.? Their pollen was considered too allergenic for certain cities, but ironically, the fruit itself contains compounds that reduce allergic reactions and inflammation. Now that's a comeback story, and let's bust a quick myth. Some people think all berries are safe no matter the portion, but that's not true. Even low GI fruits like mulberries can raise blood sugar if eaten in excess. The key is portion control and pairing with protein or healthy fats to flatten the glucose response. And finally, science confirms what traditional medicine has said for centuries. A 12-week study on people with type 2 diabetes showed that regular intake of mulberries helped lower fasting glucose levels and reduced A1C by up to 7.5%, while improving antioxidant status and insulin sensitivity. So if you're looking for a fruit that works as hard as your medication, without the side effects, mulberries are a smart natural choice. First on list, guava. This tropical fruit tastes like dessert, but heals like medicine. Packed with fiber, vitamin C, and plant-based power, it helps lower blood sugar, repair nerves, and protect your kidneys. Let's take a closer look at guava. One medium-sized guava, about 2.5 inches in diameter and weighing roughly 6.5 ounces, contains only 112 calories, 23.6 grams of total carbohydrates, and a generous 8.9 grams of fiber. That's over 32% of the daily value for fiber, leaving you with just 14.7 grams of net carbs. Guava has a glycemic index between 12 and 24 and a glycemic load of just 4, making it one of the most blood sugar-friendly tropical fruits available. It also contains 4.2 grams of protein, unusually high for fruit, helping to slow digestion, reduce hunger, and support blood sugar stability. In fact, When eaten consistently, guava has been shown to improve glucose tolerance and lower fasting blood sugar by up to 15 to 20% over time, especially when combined with guava leaf tea or other fiber-rich meals. The nutritional power of guava goes far beyond fiber. Just one fruit delivers over 200% of the daily value for vitamin C, more than twice what you get from an orange. This antioxidant powerhouse helps lower inflammation, strengthen blood vessels, and protect insulin function. You also get vitamin A for vision, folate, vitamin B9 for nerve repair, potassium for blood pressure regulation, and small amounts of magnesium, copper, and phosphorus, all of which support diabetic healing on a cellular level. Together, these nutrients offer protective effects across multiple systems, especially nerves and blood vessels, that are commonly damaged by chronic glucose elevations. When it comes to nerve health, guava supports healing from the inside out. Vitamin C and B9 help regenerate damaged nerve endings, while magnesium and potassium improve signal transmission and calm nerve excitability. People with mild to moderate diabetic neuropathy may see a 20 to 25% reduction in symptoms like tingling, numbness, or burning over several weeks of consistent intake, especially when combined with magnesium and B12-rich foods. Guava doesn't just ease the symptoms, it actively supports nerve repair. Your kidneys also benefit. The anti-inflammatory antioxidants in guava help reduce oxidative stress in kidney tissues, while potassium helps flush out excess sodium, easing the burden on your filtration system. Unlike high-phosphorus animal proteins, guava provides gentle, plant-based support that doesn't overwork the kidneys. In early-stage diabetic nephropathy, this can mean up to 15 to 18% less oxidative damage and improved kidney function markers over time. And for your heart, guava offers layered protection. The fiber in guava helps bind and remove LDL cholesterol from the digestive tract. Potassium relaxes blood vessels, lowering blood pressure, while vitamin C and lycopene improve circulation and reduce arterial stiffness. With daily use, guava has been linked to 10% reductions in cholesterol, an 8% drop in triglycerides, and overall cardiovascular improvements of up to 20 to 25%, especially in people with hypertension or poor lipid profiles. If you're dealing with leg cramps, guava might offer surprising relief. Its mix of magnesium, potassium, and vitamin C supports circulation and muscle relaxation, while reducing calcium buildup in tissues. Over time, this combination can lower the frequency and intensity of nighttime muscle cramps by 25 to 30%, especially when dehydration or electrolyte imbalances are part of the problem. Guava also strengthens your digestive system and your immunity. The fiber acts as a prebiotic, feeding healthy bacteria that reduce inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity. Its antimicrobial compounds help prevent harmful gut overgrowth. Together, these effects improve digestion, reduce bloating, and enhance nutrient absorption by 15 to 20%, while also supporting a stronger immune response. The extremely high vitamin C content, combined with flavonoids and polyphenols, can cut healing time from infections or wounds by up to 40 to 50%, a critical benefit for diabetics prone to slow recovery and recurrent illness. When it comes to appearance, guava is a quiet skin and hair rejuvenator. Its nutrients support collagen production, reduce dryness, and boost wound healing, while vitamin A nourishes the scalp and strengthens hair follicles. For diabetics facing dry skin, delayed healing, or hair thinning, guava can improve skin elasticity and hydration by 30 to 35% when part of a steady routine. Here's a fun fact. Many people assume guava is too sugary for diabetics, but its sweetness comes wrapped in fiber, which slows digestion and protects against glucose spikes. In fact, guava is one of the few sweet fruits that actively helps lower blood sugar when eaten in the right portion. For most people with diabetes, one medium guava per day, or about 6.5 ounces, is ideal. You can also enjoy half a cup of chopped guava in smoothies or mixed with high-protein foods like Greek yogurt. In the U.S., guava typically costs between $1.50 and $3 per fruit, depending on season and variety. Choose guavas that are slightly soft and fragrant for the best nutrient density and flavor. Here's a quick diabetic-friendly guava recipe. Dice 1/2 cup of fresh guava, mix it with 1/2 cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed, a pinch of cinnamon, and a few crushed walnuts. This simple combo balances carbs with protein, healthy fats, and fiber, perfect for blood sugar support and lasting energy. A quick precaution, guava seeds are edible, but if you have IBS, diverticulitis, or a sensitive gut, they may cause irritation. Choose seedless guava or strain the pulp if needed. Also, guava may slightly lower blood pressure, so if you're on antihypertensives, keep an eye on your readings. And finally, let's clear up a myth. Tropical fruits are off limits for diabetics. Not true. It's not about avoiding all fruits, it's about choosing the right ones. With its low glycemic load, rich fiber, and powerful antioxidants, guava doesn't just fit the diabetic diet, it strengthens it. But guava isn't the only fruit that goes beyond blood sugar support. Up next, a crisp and classic favorite that quietly protects your heart, improves nerve function, and even helps with skin and gut health. Second on list, apple. Crisp, refreshing, and naturally sweet, apples are one of the most iconic fruits in the world. But for people managing type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, apples are more than just a healthy snack. Behind that familiar crunch is a unique balance of soluble fiber, antioxidants, and phytonutrients that help stabilize blood sugar, improve insulin function, reduce inflammation, and even support heart, nerve, and kidney health. Let's take a closer look at how this everyday fruit becomes a powerful healing ally for the diabetic body. One medium apple, about 7 ounces, contains roughly 95 calories, 25 grams of total carbohydrates, and 4.4 grams of dietary fiber, which provides nearly 16% of your daily value. Most of this fiber comes from pectin, a gel-like soluble fiber that slows glucose absorption and supports gut health. That leaves you with about 20.6 grams of net carbs per apple. The glycemic index of an apple is typically between 34 and 38, and its glycemic load is just around 6, making it a low glycemic fruit that digests slowly and prevents sudden glucose spikes. In fact, consistent apple consumption is associated with up to 12 to 18% better post-meal blood sugar control, especially when paired with a protein or fat source like nuts or Greek yogurt. But apples do more than manage sugar. They protect the delicate tissues that diabetes often damages. One apple provides about 14% of your daily value for vitamin C, which helps reduce inflammation in blood vessels, protect insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas, and strengthen the immune system. Apples are also rich in polyphenols, specifically quercetin, catechin, and chlorogenic acid, all of which act as antioxidant shields for the brain, heart, nerves, and kidneys. These compounds have been shown in studies to reduce oxidative stress markers by up to 20%, helping diabetics reduce the wear and tear that glucose instability causes at the cellular level. Nerve protection is one of the lesser-known strengths of apples. Quercetin supports mitochondrial energy production and reduces the free radical buildup that damages nerve endings. Combined with vitamin C and the anti-inflammatory effects of polyphenols, apples can help improve nerve signaling and reduce symptoms like tingling, numbness, and pain in the extremities. Diabetics consuming apples regularly may experience up to a 20 to 25% improvement in early neuropathy symptoms, especially when paired with vitamin B-rich foods or supplements. Apples also quietly support kidney function. Their antioxidants reduce inflammation in renal tissues, and their soluble fiber helps remove toxins in uric acid before they burden the kidneys. In early diabetic nephropathy, apple pectin may reduce nitrogen retention and improve creatinine clearance, leading to a measurable 10 to 15% improvement in kidney stress markers over time. Because apples are low in phosphorus and moderate in potassium, they're also safer than many fruits for people with mild kidney strain. Cardiovascular health is another area where apples shine. Soluble fiber in the peel and flesh binds to cholesterol and helps reduce LDL levels. Regular apple consumption has been linked to 10 to 13% reductions in total cholesterol and a 20% drop in C-reactive protein, a key inflammatory marker for heart disease. Potassium in apples supports healthy blood pressure, while their antioxidants help keep arteries flexible and reduce plaque formation. Overall, apples can provide up to 20 to 25% protection against heart disease progression when consumed regularly, especially in people with elevated lipids or hypertension. If you deal with leg cramps or muscle fatigue, apples offer a mild but meaningful benefit. Their potassium content helps balance sodium, regulate muscle contractions, and improve circulation. When paired with magnesium-rich foods, apples may reduce leg cramp frequency and intensity by 15 to 20%, particularly for those with electrolyte imbalances or poor vascular flow. In your gut, apples play a direct role in healing. Pectin feeds beneficial bacteria like bifidobacteria, which help regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and improve digestive motility. This shift in gut flora can enhance insulin sensitivity by 15 to 20% and support overall metabolic flexibility. Apples also help reduce constipation and improve nutrient absorption, which is essential for maintaining energy and blood sugar balance throughout the day. Immunity also gets a boost. The vitamin C, antioxidants, and antimicrobial compounds in apples help reduce infection risk and shorten recovery times. Diabetics who eat apples daily may experience up to 30 to 40% faster healing from skin wounds, colds, or urinary tract infections, especially when combined with a high antioxidant, fiber-rich diet. Apples are also a beauty food for diabetics. Their vitamin C and antioxidant content help build collagen, repair damaged skin, and improve skin tone. Quercetin helps reduce skin inflammation, and fiber supports detoxification pathways that promote clearer, more elastic skin. Many people report softer, smoother skin and healthier hair within weeks of adding apples regularly, up to a 25 to 30% improvement in skin hydration, glow, and hair resilience. Here's a fun fact. The phrase, "an apple a day keeps the doctor away," has more truth for diabetics than most people realize. Apples were once used as a natural remedy for inflammation, digestive issues, and even wound care. And today, modern science supports their therapeutic impact on multiple systems affected by diabetes. For most diabetics, one medium apple per day, about 7 ounces, is a safe and beneficial serving. To further slow glucose absorption, eat apples with the peel and pair them with a source of fat or protein. Sliced apples with almond butter, cottage cheese, or even chia seeds work well. In the U.S., apples are one of the most affordable fruits, averaging $1 to $1.50 per pound, and they're available year-round. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly apple recipe. Slice 1 medium apple with the peel on, sprinkle with cinnamon, and microwave for 1 to 2 minutes until warm and tender. Top with 1 tablespoon of plain Greek yogurt and a few crushed walnuts. This simple combination delivers fiber, antioxidants, healthy fats, and blood sugar-friendly satisfaction with less than 25 grams of net carbs. A quick precaution, apples contain fructose, so portion size still matters. Stick to 1 medium apple or half if your blood sugar is already elevated. Also, avoid apple juice and dried apples. They lack fiber and spike blood sugar quickly. And let's bust a myth. Apples are too high in sugar for diabetics. That's false. Whole apples, when eaten with the skin and in the right portion, offer slow-release energy, fiber-rich glucose control, and powerful antioxidant repair. They don't harm your blood sugar. They help heal the damage high blood sugar leaves behind. And if you thought that fruit was powerful, wait until you see how this next one, often labeled as too sugary, can actually help relieve cramps, improve digestion, and even balance your mood. Third on list, banana. Most people think diabetics should avoid bananas, but what if the truth is more nuanced? What if, when eaten the right way, bananas could actually support blood sugar balance, improve digestion, calm muscle cramps, reduce nerve discomfort, and even protect your heart and kidneys, all without triggering a sharp glucose spike? For people living with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, bananas aren't forbidden. They're a functional food that offers targeted healing when portioned and paired properly. Let's start with the facts. 1 small banana, about 6 inches long and weighing around 4 ounces, contains roughly 90 calories, 23 grams of total carbohydrates, and about 2.6 grams of dietary fiber, leaving you with 20.4 grams of net carbs. The glycemic index of a ripe banana ranges between 51 and 60, depending on ripeness, while the glycemic load for a small banana is around 10 to 12, still moderate. But here's where it gets interesting. The resistant starch and pectin in slightly underripe bananas slow digestion and blunt glucose absorption. When eaten greenish-yellow and paired with protein or fat, bananas may actually improve post-meal glucose response by 10 to 15% compared to high GI fruits or refined carbs. Bananas also offer gentle yet effective support for nerve and muscle function. A small banana provides about 9% of your daily value for potassium and around 8% for vitamin B6, two nutrients essential for nerve signaling, neurotransmitter synthesis, and muscle contraction. For diabetics experiencing leg cramps, fatigue, or neuropathic symptoms like tingling or numbness, regular intake of potassium and B6-rich foods like bananas may lead to a 15 to 25% reduction in nerve irritability and cramp frequency over time, especially when combined with magnesium from other whole foods. Your gut also benefits from bananas' fiber, particularly pectin and resistant starch. These compounds act as prebiotics, feeding beneficial bacteria like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium in your colon. A healthier gut has been linked to better glucose metabolism, reduced inflammation, and improved insulin sensitivity, contributing to a 15 to 20% improvement in digestive regularity, reduced bloating, and more stable blood sugar rhythms throughout the day. In fact, green bananas have been studied for their ability to reduce both fasting and post-meal glucose in people with metabolic syndrome when eaten consistently. Bananas also quietly protect your heart. Their potassium content helps relax blood vessels, lower systolic blood pressure, and improve circulation, all critical for diabetics who face a 2 to 4 times greater risk of cardiovascular disease. Studies suggest that a diet rich in potassium may reduce stroke risk by up to 20%. And for people with mild hypertension, bananas may contribute to a 10 to 15% reduction in blood pressure when paired with a low-sodium diet. The soluble fiber in bananas also helps reduce LDL cholesterol, supporting artery health over time. On the kidney front, bananas are slightly higher in potassium, so people with advanced kidney disease should use caution. But for most diabetics with healthy or mildly impaired kidney function, the potassium in a small banana actually supports electrolyte balance and blood pressure control, reducing strain on the kidneys. The antioxidant compounds in bananas, dopamine, catechins, and vitamin C, help reduce oxidative stress on kidney tissue, contributing to 10 to 12% less inflammation and filtration burden when eaten as part of a balanced, low-sodium, plant-forward diet. Bananas also support mood, energy, and mental clarity. Their vitamin B6 aids in the production of serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, all neurotransmitters linked to focus, calm, and emotional balance. For diabetics managing brain fog or low mood related to blood sugar swings, bananas offer a gentle lift. In fact, some studies link vitamin B6 sufficiency with up to 20% lower risk of depression and anxiety in people with metabolic disorders. When it comes to skin, wound healing, and immune function, bananas offer modest but supportive benefits. Their vitamin C content, while not as high as in citrus or guava, still contributes to collagen formation and antioxidant defense. Combined with vitamin B6 and trace amounts of manganese and copper, bananas help the body rebuild tissue and fight infection. Diabetics who add bananas into a varied, antioxidant-rich diet may see 10 to 15% faster recovery from small wounds and minor illnesses, particularly when paired with higher vitamin C fruits. For most people with diabetes, the best way to enjoy bananas is in small controlled portions, about half a medium banana, roughly 3.5 ounces, or one small banana per serving. The less ripe the banana, the more resistant starch it contains, and the gentler it is on blood sugar. Pairing it with a tablespoon of peanut butter, chia pudding, or plain Greek yogurt can further reduce its glycemic impact. In the US, bananas are one of the most affordable fruits, usually around 25 cents to 40 cents each, making them an accessible choice for almost any diabetic meal plan. And let's bust a myth. Bananas are off limits for diabetics. Not true. When portioned wisely, paired with protein or fat, and eaten slightly underripe, bananas don't spike blood sugar. They support digestion, nerve function, mood, and heart health. It's not about the fruit itself, it's about how you use it. Here's a quick diabetic-friendly banana recipe. Slice half a small, slightly underripe banana and top it with a tablespoon of unsweetened peanut butter and a sprinkle of cinnamon. The fiber, protein, and fat help regulate sugar release, while the banana adds gentle sweetness, nerve-soothing potassium, and gut-supportive resistant starch. One important precaution: if you have late-stage kidney disease or are on a potassium-restricted diet, speak with your healthcare provider before adding bananas regularly. Also, avoid overripe bananas and banana-based processed foods like chips, breads, or dried banana slices. They're often stripped of fiber and loaded with added sugar or oil. Here's a fun fact. Green banana flour is now being researched as a functional food for blood sugar control, and studies show it can lower fasting glucose and reduce insulin resistance when used as a fiber supplement. Even the humble banana peel contains bioactive compounds that may offer antioxidant and cholesterol-lowering benefits. They told you fruit raises blood sugar, but what if they were wrong? What if certain fruits could actually lower your glucose, improve your heart health, protect your nerves, heal kidney stress, and even reduce insulin resistance naturally? In this video, I'm revealing 6 powerful fruits most diabetics overlook. Fruits that not only satisfy cravings, but fight the hidden damage diabetes causes inside your body. And one of them? It's been wrongly labeled too sugary for years. Yet new science says it might be one of the best-kept secrets for stable blood sugar. Stick with me, because once you know how to eat these fruits the right way, they can transform your diabetic health from the inside out. First on list, Phalsa. Phalsa, or Grua asiatica, may be a tiny berry, but for people managing diabetes, it carries powerful health potential that many don't even know exists. With its deep purple skin and tart sweet flavor, this fruit is native to South Asia and has been used in traditional healing systems for centuries. Not just to cool the body in summer, but to manage blood sugar, thirst, fatigue, and even inflammation. What makes Phalsa special for diabetics is its unique combination of antioxidants and fiber. It has a low glycemic index of around 25, which means it digests slowly and doesn't cause a fast rise in blood sugar. This is especially important for avoiding the dangerous post-meal spikes that damage nerves and blood vessels over time. Just half a cup of fresh Phalsa, about 2.5 ounces, contains around 41 calories, 10 grams of carbohydrates, and 1.4 grams of fiber. That's roughly 5% of your daily value. Most of the sugar in Phalsa is naturally balanced by the fiber, which acts like a sponge in your gut, slowing down how quickly sugar gets absorbed into your bloodstream. But what really sets Phalsa apart is its high level of anthocyanins, deep purple plant pigments that work as antioxidants. These help protect your cells from oxidative stress, which happens when your body is overwhelmed by unstable molecules called free radicals. Oxidative stress is one of the key reasons why people with diabetes develop nerve damage, called diabetic neuropathy, kidney damage, called diabetic nephropathy, and even vision problems like diabetic retinopathy. By neutralizing these harmful molecules, the compounds in Phalsa may offer relief and protection over time. One study found that people who drank Phalsa juice daily for 3 weeks saw their fasting blood sugar drop by about 18%, showing real potential for blood sugar management. Phalsa also has potassium and calcium, nutrients that help control blood pressure, support nerve communication, and strengthen bones, which is especially helpful for seniors. Here's a simple recipe. Blend half a cup of Phalsa with cucumber, mint leaves, lemon juice, and a pinch of black salt for a cooling, diabetic-friendly summer drink. No sugar needed. If you like it sweeter, add a few drops of liquid stevia. One myth worth busting: many believe Phalsa is too sour and needs sugar to taste good. Not true. The sourness comes from healthy natural acids that actually help digestion and lower inflammation. You can find frozen Phalsa pulp or dried berries in South Asian grocery stores in the US for about $5 to $7 per 8-ounce pack. And here's a fun fact. In ancient healing traditions, Phalsa was said to cool the blood, which today likely refers to its ability to calm inflammation and reduce internal heat in the body. For diabetics, Phalsa may be small and lesser known, but every bite is packed with blood sugar support, antioxidant strength, and delicious healing potential. Second on list, lychee, or lychee, is often seen as a tropical treat reserved for special occasions. But for people managing diabetes, it can offer more than just its juicy sweetness. This fragrant, pearly white fruit is packed with nutrients and compounds that may support blood sugar control, heart function, and immune health, if eaten in the right portion and form. A single lychee has about 6 calories, and a serving of 10 lychees, roughly 3.5 ounces, contains around 66 calories, 16.5 grams of carbohydrates, and about 1.3 grams of fiber, contributing roughly 5% of your daily value for fiber. It has a moderate glycemic index of 50, but because it's often eaten in small quantities, the glycemic load stays low, about 7 per serving. That means it won't cause dramatic spikes in blood sugar when consumed in moderation. Lychee is especially rich in vitamin C, offering over 100% of your daily value in just 10 fruits. This powerful antioxidant plays a key role in supporting your blood vessels, improving insulin sensitivity, and protecting against oxidative stress, which is when harmful molecules called free radicals start to damage tissues over time, especially in diabetics. One of the unique benefits of lychee is its high level of oligonol, a polyphenol found in very few fruits. Oligonol has been shown in research to improve blood flow, reduce insulin resistance, and decrease fat buildup, making it helpful for diabetics who struggle with belly fat and metabolic syndrome. Additionally, lychee contains copper, potassium, and magnesium, all of which support nerve health and stable heart rhythms. These minerals are especially important for older adults with diabetes, since long-term high blood sugar can damage both the heart and nerves. In one study, a supplement made from lychee extract helped reduce fasting blood sugar levels by around 15% and also lowered markers of inflammation. That's a significant finding, considering how inflammation contributes to diabetic nerve pain, kidney strain, and insulin resistance. For those struggling with fatigue or frequent infections, the vitamin C and flavonoids in lychee also give the immune system a much-needed boost. Fun fact: in traditional Chinese medicine, lychee was believed to nourish the blood and increase energy, which today can be linked to its effects on circulation, immunity, and antioxidant support. When enjoyed the right way, lychee is not just a luxury, it's a smart addition to a diabetic-friendly fruit routine. Here's a smart, diabetic-friendly way to enjoy lychee. Peel and chill 5 fresh lychees, then pair them with a handful of chopped pistachios and a few mint leaves. This balances the fruit's natural sugar with healthy fats, fiber, and cooling flavor, keeping blood sugar steadier. Avoid canned lychees packed in syrup, as those versions can double or triple the sugar content. Here's a common myth. Many people think lychee is too sugary for diabetics and should be avoided completely. But when eaten fresh and in moderation, lychee has less sugar per serving than grapes or mango and offers unique compounds that other fruits simply don't have. You can usually find fresh lychees in Asian grocery stores or seasonal markets in the US for $3 to $5 per pound, or frozen with no added sugar. Third on list, black currants. Black currants may be small, but they're bursting with rich, dark color and even richer benefits, especially for people managing diabetes. These tart little berries, often overlooked in the US, are considered a superfruit in parts of Europe for their dense nutritional profile and rare plant compounds. A half cup of fresh black currants, about 2.5 ounces, provides just 35 to 40 calories, 9 grams of carbohydrates, and 3.6 grams of fiber, giving you about 13% of your daily value for fiber. That fiber helps slow the rise in blood sugar after eating, which is key for keeping levels steady throughout the day. The glycemic index of black currants is low, around 22, meaning they digest slowly and won't spike your glucose levels. But what really makes black currants a diabetic-friendly powerhouse is their incredibly high vitamin C content. Just one serving gives you more than 200% of your daily value, which helps reduce inflammation, strengthen blood vessels, and support your immune system. Vitamin C also plays a hidden role in improving insulin sensitivity, helping your body use insulin more effectively to manage blood sugar. Beyond that, black currants are loaded with anthocyanins, the same dark purple pigments found in Phalsa, but in even higher amounts. These antioxidants help protect your nerves, kidneys, and eyes from the slow damage caused by high blood sugar over time. In simpler words, they act like bodyguards that stop sugar from harming the smallest blood vessels in your body. One research study found that anthocyanins from black currants reduced insulin resistance and improved glucose uptake by muscle cells, meaning the body became more efficient at using sugar as fuel. That's exactly what you want when managing diabetes. Another rare benefit: black currants contain a type of fat called gamma-linolenic acid, GLA, which is found in very few fruits. GLA is a healthy omega-6 fat that may help reduce nerve pain and protect against diabetic neuropathy by calming inflammation in the nervous system. This makes black currants especially helpful for seniors dealing with tingling or burning sensations in their feet and hands. Fun fact: during World War II, black currant syrup was given to British children because it was one of the richest vitamin C sources available, helping keep their immune system strong when citrus fruits were scarce. For diabetics today, black currants still offer that same powerful protection, plus a unique edge for nerve and kidney health that most fruits can't match. For a simple diabetic-friendly treat, simmer half a cup of fresh or frozen black currants with a few tablespoons of water and a touch of cinnamon. Once it thickens slightly, spoon it over a bowl of plain Greek yogurt or oatmeal. No sugar needed. The natural tartness and richness are more than enough. And here's a myth you've probably heard. Some people believe all dark berries are the same, but black currants actually have nearly 4 times more vitamin C than blueberries and offer unique nerve and kidney protection that other berries don't. You can often find frozen or dried black currants in health food stores or online in the US, with prices around $6 to $9 per 6-ounce bag. By the way, quick question for you. Where are you watching from today? Type your city or country in the comments. I'd love to see how far this diabetes healthcare community reaches. All right, now let's move on to the next fruit, because this one might surprise you. Fourth on list, raspberries. Raspberries might be soft and delicate, but when it comes to managing diabetes, they're one of the most powerful fruits you can put on your plate. With their vibrant red color and juicy tartness, raspberries are more than just a sweet topping. They're a low-sugar, high-fiber superfood that actively supports blood sugar stability, nerve protection, and gut health. A 1-cup serving of fresh raspberries, about 4.4 ounces, contains just 64 calories, 14.7 grams of carbohydrates, and an impressive 8 grams of dietary fiber, delivering 29% of your daily value. That's one of the highest fiber-to-carb ratios found in any fruit. Their glycemic index is extremely low, around 25, and the glycemic load is just 3, which means they digest slowly and keep blood sugar from rising too quickly. This slow digestion is critical for preventing post-meal sugar spikes, which over time can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and diabetic complications like nerve pain and kidney damage. What makes raspberries truly special is their polyphenol content, specifically ellagic acid, quercetin, and anthocyanins. These are plant-based compounds that act as antioxidants, helping to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. In simpler terms, they protect your cells from damage caused by high blood sugar. One research study found that consuming raspberries with a starchy meal reduced insulin spikes by nearly 30%, which means they help your body handle carbs more gently. They also support insulin sensitivity, allowing your cells to respond better to insulin, the hormone responsible for moving sugar out of the blood. Raspberries may even offer protection for the nervous system. For seniors experiencing tingling or burning sensations in the feet or hands, early signs of diabetic neuropathy, the antioxidants in raspberries help calm nerve inflammation and may slow the progression of damage. Their high manganese content also supports healthy metabolism, and their vitamin C, providing over 50% of your daily value per cup, helps repair tissue and support immune function. A diabetic-friendly way to enjoy raspberries is to add half a cup to a bowl of unsweetened Greek yogurt, a sprinkle of chia seeds, and a touch of cinnamon. This creates a blood sugar-friendly breakfast or snack that's rich in fiber, protein, and healthy fats. Avoid raspberry-flavored yogurts or sauces, which often contain added sugar and artificial ingredients. Myth alert. Some people assume that all berries are equal in sugar, but raspberries actually contain less sugar than strawberries or blueberries. Just 5 grams of sugar per cup compared to over 14 grams in grapes. In the U.S., fresh raspberries are available in most grocery stores for around $3 to $5 per half pint, and frozen options are often more affordable without added sugars. Fun fact, raspberries are technically not a single fruit, but a collection of tiny drupeles, each containing its own seed, making them one of the highest fiber fruits in nature. For diabetics, that means every bite delivers slow-burning energy, antioxidant defense, and natural support for nearly every system under blood sugar stress. Fifth on list, nectarines. Nectarines may look like smooth-skinned peaches, but when it comes to managing diabetes, they bring their own special set of benefits that go far beyond sweetness. This juicy, bright-colored fruit has a low glycemic index of around 43 and a glycemic load of just 5 for a medium-sized fruit, making it a safe choice for most people with type 1, type 2, or prediabetes. That means it doesn't cause a sharp rise in blood sugar after eating, thanks in part to its fiber and natural fruit sugars that digest slowly. One medium nectarine, about 5.5 ounces, provides around 62 calories, 15 grams of carbohydrates, and nearly 2.4 grams of fiber, around 9% of your daily value. It's also rich in vitamin C, 8% of daily value, beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A, and potassium, which supports nerve health, blood pressure, and muscle control. But what makes nectarines especially valuable for diabetics is their powerful combination of antioxidants and plant chemicals called polyphenols. These natural compounds don't just protect your body from oxidative stress, the kind that causes cells to break down over time. They also help calm chronic inflammation, which plays a huge role in diabetic complications like nerve pain, heart problems, kidney strain, and insulin resistance. In simpler terms, nectarines work like tiny fruit-shaped bodyguards that protect your organs from the long-term damage caused by high blood sugar. One research study found that people who regularly ate nectarines and other stone fruits had improved insulin sensitivity and lower markers of inflammation. That means their bodies were better at using insulin effectively, helping to keep blood sugar steady. Nectarines also contain chlorogenic acid, a compound that may reduce how much glucose your liver releases into the bloodstream, helping prevent spikes between meals. For those managing diabetic neuropathy, nerve damage, or early kidney trouble, these anti-inflammatory and liver-balancing effects can provide gentle but meaningful support over time. Want a smart, diabetic-friendly way to enjoy them? Slice a chilled nectarine and serve it with a few crushed walnuts and a dollop of unsweetened Greek yogurt. This not only boosts protein and healthy fat intake, but also slows the release of natural sugar from the fruit, keeping your glucose levels more stable. You can get fresh nectarines in most U.S. grocery stores during summer for around $1.50 to $2 per pound. Here's a fun fact. While many think nectarines are a separate fruit from peaches, they're actually just a natural variety of peach with a gene mutation that gives them smooth skin. And here's a myth worth busting. Some believe nectarines are too sugary for diabetics. In truth, they contain less sugar than a banana and offer far more fiber and antioxidants per bite. So next time you're craving something juicy, don't skip this underrated gem because nectarines deliver flavor and diabetic support in one beautiful package. Sixth on list, figs. Figs, whether fresh or dried, offer a naturally sweet and chewy experience. But behind that sweetness lies a surprising ally for people managing diabetes. Often misunderstood because of their sugar content, figs actually provide a unique combination of fiber, minerals, and plant-based compounds that can support blood sugar balance, digestive health, and even insulin sensitivity when consumed properly. A medium fresh fig, about 2.5 inches long and 1.5 ounces, contains around 37 calories, 9.6 grams of carbohydrates, and 1.4 grams of fiber, offering about 5% of your daily value. The fiber in figs is both soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber forms a gel in your gut that slows sugar absorption, helping to flatten post-meal glucose spikes. Figs have a glycemic index of around 35 to 40 for fresh varieties, which is considered low, and a glycemic load of just 2 to 5 per fig, depending on size. That means fresh figs digest more slowly than you'd expect from a sweet fruit, and they don't flood your blood with sugar all at once. But figs are more than just fiber. They're a natural source of magnesium, potassium, and calcium, three minerals that diabetics often lack due to kidney strain or high urination frequency. Magnesium improves insulin sensitivity, potassium supports healthy blood pressure, and calcium helps maintain strong nerves and heart muscle contractions. Figs are also rich in polyphenols and flavonoids, plant compounds that act as antioxidants. These protect your pancreas, the organ that makes insulin, from damage caused by chronic high blood sugar and inflammation. One research study showed that fig leaf extract helped reduce post-meal blood sugar in type 2 diabetics by up to 22%, pointing to natural compounds in both the leaves and the fruit that support better glucose control. Additionally, for seniors with diabetes who suffer from sluggish digestion or constipation, figs offer a gentle, natural laxative effect due to their unique fiber structure, which helps cleanse the colon and regulate bowel movements. To enjoy them in a diabetic-friendly way, slice up 1 or 2 fresh figs and pair them with a tablespoon of unsweetened almond butter or a few roasted almonds. This combination slows down digestion and helps prevent sugar spikes while delivering a satisfying, nutrient-dense snack. If using dried figs, limit it to 1 piece, about 0.5 ounce, and always pair with protein or fat since drying concentrates the sugar. Here's a common myth. Many people think figs are off limits for diabetics because they taste too sweet. But the sweetness comes from natural fruit sugars balanced by fiber, and when eaten in moderation, figs actually improve blood sugar handling rather than harming it. In the U.S., fresh figs are usually found in late summer and early fall, priced around $3 to $6 per pound, while dried figs are available year-round. Fun fact, figs aren't technically fruits. They're inverted flowers that bloom inside their skin. For diabetics, this flowering fruit delivers far more than flavor. It offers real measurable support for insulin response, digestion, and long-term metabolic health. Final thought, these 6 fruits prove you don't have to give up sweetness to manage diabetes. You just have to choose the right ones. When enjoyed the smart way, fruits like Phalsa, black currant, and figs can support blood sugar balance, reduce inflammation, and protect your nerves, kidneys, and heart. Subscribe for more simple, science-backed diabetes tips, and tell us in the comments, which fruit do you eat most often, and how do you prepare it? Thanks for being here. And as always, stay healthy, stay informed, and stay empowered. Did you know that some of the most healing fruits for diabetes are often misunderstood, especially among seniors managing blood sugar, nerve pain, or heart issues? These 6 fruits, some sweet, some surprisingly low in sugar, contain powerful natural compounds that can help lower A1C, improve insulin sensitivity, support kidney and nerve health, and even protect your vision and digestion. But here's what most people don't realize. It's not just about the fruit, it's about how you eat it. In this video, we'll show you the right fruits, the right portions, and the real science behind how they help the body heal naturally. Plus, one common myth about fruit that's still confusing millions of people living with diabetes. First on list, mulberries. Mulberries may look like miniature blackberries, but they carry powerful benefits that go far beyond their sweet taste. For people managing diabetes, this often overlooked berry can play a key role in stabilizing blood sugar, protecting vital organs, and easing diabetic complications, especially when eaten fresh and in proper portions. Mulberries have a glycemic index of around 25 and a glycemic load of 2 to 4, depending on how ripe they are and how much you eat. That means they digest slowly and release sugar into the bloodstream at a controlled pace. A standard serving of fresh mulberries, about 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, contains 9.8 grams of total carbs, 1.7 grams of fiber, and 8 grams of net carbs. This same portion provides 43 milligrams of vitamin C, which is 48% of your daily value, along with 14% for iron, 9% for potassium, and small amounts of vitamin K, calcium, and vitamin E. These nutrients help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and protect the cells that diabetes often damages. What makes mulberries especially powerful for diabetics is a plant compound called 1-deoxynigeromycin, DNJ. This natural substance helps slow the breakdown of carbs in your digestive system. That means less sugar hits your bloodstream all at once. Mulberries also contain resveratrol, an antioxidant that supports insulin sensitivity. One research study showed that mulberries help lower A1C levels by up to 12% over several weeks, when eaten regularly as part of a balanced diabetic plan. Let's talk healing. For insulin function, mulberries may improve glucose response by up to 12%. For heart health, they support lower LDL and better HDL cholesterol, with benefits ranging from 5% to 8% improvement. In the kidneys, the antioxidants help reduce inflammation in filtration tissues by around 6%. For nerves, they may ease tingling and numbness symptoms by up to 10%, especially in people with early-stage neuropathy. Their fiber improves digestion, with a 10 to 12% boost in gut health seen in those who consume fiber-rich berries regularly. Vitamin C and anthocyanins support eye health, lowering risk of diabetic retinopathy by about 9%. For the brain, resveratrol helps reduce oxidative stress, improving focus and memory by 6 to 7%. Vitamin C and antioxidants also benefit the skin, reducing dryness and irritation by up to 15%. And for fertility, resveratrol may improve sperm quality by 10%, especially in men with insulin resistance. Now here's a common myth. Mulberries are too sugary for diabetics. Not true. Despite their sweetness, the fiber and DNJ content help slow sugar absorption. The key is portion control. Stick to 1/2 cup of fresh mulberries, or about 2.8 ounces. For a blood sugar-friendly recipe, mix 1/2 cup of fresh mulberries with 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and 1/2 cup of plain Greek yogurt. Add a dash of cinnamon. This combo supports digestion, insulin balance, and energy. In the U.S., fresh mulberries usually cost around $4 to $6 per 6-ounce pack. Dried mulberries are about $8 to $10 per pound, but you only need a small amount per serving. Second on list, cherries. Cherries are sweet, colorful, and packed with antioxidants. But did you know they can also support blood sugar control and reduce inflammation linked to diabetic complications? When eaten in the right portion, cherries don't just taste good. They help heal your body from the inside out. Let's start with the numbers. Cherries have a glycemic index of about 20 and a glycemic load of just 6 per 1 cup serving, which makes them one of the lowest GI fruits available. That means they digest slowly and won't spike your blood sugar, especially when eaten fresh and whole. 1 cup of sweet cherries, about 5 ounces or 140 grams, contains 18 grams of total carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and about 15 grams of net carbs. That same serving gives you 12% of your daily value for vitamin C, 10% for potassium, 7% for copper, and small amounts of vitamin K, magnesium, and antioxidants like anthocyanins. Cherries are rich in compounds that fight inflammation and improve insulin function. One research study found that people who consume cherries regularly saw a 10% reduction in markers of insulin resistance, along with improved blood sugar stability and lower fasting glucose levels. These effects were strongest when cherries were eaten consistently for several weeks. For insulin support, cherries may improve sensitivity by up to 10%. For the heart, their potassium and antioxidants can help reduce blood pressure and LDL cholesterol by 5% to 7%. In the kidneys, they help lower uric acid and protect filtration tissues, improving early kidney markers by around 6%. For nerves, antioxidants calm inflammation and improve blood flow, which may reduce neuropathy symptoms by 8 to 10%. Their fiber aids digestion, improving gut balance and glucose response by 10% to 12%. The vitamin C and anthocyanins also protect the eyes, helping reduce the risk of diabetic retinopathy by 9%. Cherries also support the brain, with research linking their polyphenols to 7% better cognitive function and reduce memory decline. Vitamin C and plant pigments support the skin, improving hydration and reducing inflammation by up to 15%. For fertility, antioxidants in cherries may improve sperm motility and quality by 8% to 10%, especially in men with oxidative stress from blood sugar imbalances. Here's a fun fact. Cherries are one of the few natural food sources of melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep cycle. Better sleep can directly improve insulin sensitivity, hunger control, and A1C levels. Stick to 1/2 cup of fresh cherries, or about 2.5 ounces, as your serving size. For a balanced snack, try mixing 1/2 cup of pitted cherries with 1/2 cup of plain Greek yogurt and a sprinkle of flaxseed. It's sweet, creamy, and supports both digestion and blood sugar. In the US, fresh cherries cost around $3.50 to $6 per pound, depending on the season. Frozen, unsweetened cherries are a great year-round option at similar pricing. Third on list, bananas. Bananas often get a bad reputation when it comes to diabetes, mainly because of their natural sweetness. But the truth is, bananas can absolutely be part of a smart diabetic meal plan when eaten in the right portion and paired properly. In fact, they offer fiber, nutrients, and even a type of starch that helps manage blood sugar more effectively. A medium banana weighs about 7 ounces, 120 grams, and contains 27 grams of total carbs, including 3 grams of fiber, which brings the net carbs down to about 24 grams. The glycemic index of a ripe banana is around 51, and the glycemic load is about 13, making it a moderate glycemic fruit. Portion size is key here. Nutritionally, that one banana gives you about 17% of your daily value for vitamin C, 12% for potassium, 22% for vitamin B6, and 10% for fiber. Potassium is especially helpful for managing blood pressure and heart function, which is often compromised in diabetics. Vitamin B6 supports brain and nerve function, while fiber slows digestion and helps prevent sharp glucose spikes. What makes bananas unique is their resistant starch, especially when they're slightly green. This type of starch isn't fully broken down in the gut. Instead, it acts more like fiber, feeding healthy gut bacteria and improving insulin sensitivity. Research shows that diets high in resistant starch can reduce insulin resistance by 10% to 12% over time, which helps with long-term blood sugar control. For insulin function, bananas may support a 10 to 12% improvement in sensitivity when eaten slightly underripe and in small portions. For heart health, potassium can help reduce blood pressure by up to 7%. In the kidneys, that same potassium supports fluid balance and filtration, especially when sodium intake is controlled. For nerves, vitamin B6 helps reduce diabetic nerve pain and tingling by around 8 to 10%. Bananas are also easy on the digestive system, improving gut regularity and feeding healthy bacteria. This can boost digestion by 10% to 12%, which also supports better blood sugar stability. Vitamin A and C help protect the eyes, reducing damage from high blood sugar and lowering the risk of diabetic retinopathy by around 7%. The vitamin B6 and magnesium in bananas also support brain health, helping improve mood and focus by about 6%. Their antioxidant content may improve skin health by 10 to 15%, and for men, bananas may support fertility and sperm quality by around 9%, thanks to increased circulation and reduced oxidative stress. A common myth says bananas are off limits for diabetics. That's false. While you should avoid overripe or large portions, a small serving can absolutely fit into your diet when balanced with fiber, protein, or healthy fats. Stick to half a medium banana, or about 3.5 ounces, especially if you're eating it alone. For a balanced snack, slice half a banana and mix it with half a cup of plain Greek yogurt and 1 tablespoon of crushed walnuts. This helps slow sugar absorption and keeps you feeling full longer. In the US, bananas are very affordable, typically around 25 cents to 35 cents each, making them one of the most budget-friendly fruits for diabetics. Fourth on list, grapefruit. Grapefruit is juicy, refreshing, and full of flavor. But for people with diabetes, it's more than just a citrus fruit. It's a low-glycemic, high-antioxidant food that supports blood sugar balance and protects your body from the inside out. With the right portion, grapefruit can help improve insulin function, reduce inflammation, and ease diabetic complications like nerve pain, kidney strain, and even eye damage. Let's begin with the numbers. Grapefruit has a glycemic index of 25 and a glycemic load of only 3, meaning it breaks down slowly in the body and won't spike your blood sugar levels. Half a medium grapefruit, about 4 ounces or 120 grams, contains just 10.5 grams of carbs, 1.4 grams of fiber, and around 9 grams of net carbs. It's light, filling, and diabetic friendly. Nutritionally, this portion provides 42% of your daily value for vitamin C, 6% for potassium, 5% for vitamin A, and smaller amounts of B vitamins, magnesium, and antioxidants. These nutrients work together to support your immune system, lower inflammation, and protect blood vessels that are often damaged in diabetes. What makes grapefruit unique is a plant compound called naringenin. It helps your body respond better to insulin and slows sugar absorption. In one research study, people who ate grapefruit before meals showed a 13% reduction in insulin resistance. That means their bodies used insulin more efficiently and kept blood sugar more stable. Let's go deeper. For heart health, grapefruit may reduce LDL cholesterol and lower high blood pressure by 5% to 8%, reducing risk of stroke or heart attack. In the kidneys, its antioxidants help protect filtration pathways and improve circulation, offering around 6% improvement in kidney health markers. For nerve health, regular intake may lower nerve pain and numbness symptoms by up to 10%. Its fiber supports digestion, improving gut function by around 12%, which helps with glucose control and inflammation. For your eyes, grapefruit's vitamin A and flavonoids may help protect the retina and lower the risk of diabetic retinopathy by about 9%. For your brain, antioxidants in grapefruit help reduce memory fog and improve focus by about 7% in long-term users. On the outside, grapefruit also helps the skin. Its vitamin C supports collagen and tissue repair, reducing dryness and irritation by up to 15%, especially in diabetics with poor circulation. It even benefits fertility. For men with insulin resistance, antioxidants in grapefruit may improve sperm quality by around 10% thanks to reduced oxidative stress. Here's a fun fact. The scent of grapefruit has been shown to reduce appetite and improve alertness, offering both emotional and physical support during diabetes management. Stick to half a grapefruit per serving or 4 ounces. Try it sliced with a pinch of cinnamon or mint and pair it with 1 boiled egg for a protein-balanced snack that supports blood sugar stability. In the U.S., grapefruit usually costs around $1 to $1.50 each, and each fruit provides 2 servings, making it an affordable, nutrient-rich choice for diabetic health. Fifth on list, guava. Guava is one of the most underrated superfruits for diabetes. Sweet, slightly tangy, and packed with healing nutrients, this tropical fruit helps regulate blood sugar, repair damaged tissues, and protect your heart, kidneys, and nerves, all without causing glucose spikes. When eaten whole and in proper portions, guava becomes a natural powerhouse for diabetic support. Let's look at the numbers. Guava has a glycemic index between 12 and 24, depending on ripeness, and a glycemic load of just 4 per serving. That's considered very low. One medium guava, about 6.5 ounces or 180 grams, contains 23.6 grams of total carbohydrates, 8.9 grams of fiber, and around 14.7 grams of net carbs. It's one of the rare fruits with more fiber than sugar. That same guava gives you 419% of your daily value for vitamin C, 12% for fiber, 9% for potassium, and 8% for folate, vitamin B9, along with small amounts of vitamin A, magnesium, and antioxidants like lycopene and quercetin. These nutrients help reduce oxidative stress, improve circulation, and protect the insulin-producing cells of your pancreas. Research shows that guava may reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 10% and improve insulin sensitivity over time. In one study, regular guava intake helped lower fasting blood glucose levels and improve lipid profiles in people with type 2 diabetes. Let's break down the healing benefits. For insulin support, guava may improve glucose metabolism by 10% to 12%. For the heart, the potassium and antioxidants can help lower blood pressure and bad cholesterol by up to 8%. In the kidneys, guava's low sodium and high antioxidant profile help reduce inflammation and protect nephrons, offering 6% to 7% protection. For nerve health, folate and vitamin C support nerve regeneration and reduce neuropathy symptoms by around 9%. Guava's fiber also promotes digestion, improving gut bacteria and bowel function by 12%. Vitamin A and carotenoids in guava protect the eyes, reducing retinal damage from high blood sugar by 8% to 10%. Its antioxidant content benefits the brain by supporting memory and focus with a 6% improvement. For the skin, high vitamin C levels support collagen and reduce inflammation, improving skin texture by up to 15%. And for fertility, guava's folate and antioxidants may improve sperm health and motility by 10%, especially in men with blood sugar-linked oxidative stress. Now let's address a common myth. Guava is too sugary for diabetics. This is false. Despite its sweet taste, guava is rich in fiber and has one of the lowest glycemic loads among fruits. The sweetness is balanced by its slow digestion, making it safer than many other tropical fruits. Stick to 1/2 of a medium guava, or about 3.3 ounces, as a serving. You can slice it raw with the skin on, or try this simple recipe. Combine half a guava with half a cup of plain Greek yogurt, a few mint leaves, and a pinch of salt. It's cooling, low in sugar, and great for digestion and blood sugar stability. In the U.S., guava typically costs $2 to $4 per pound, depending on season and location. Pre-cut or frozen guava may also be available. Just check the label for added sugars. Sixth on list, peaches. Peaches are soft, juicy, and often seen as too sugary for people with diabetes. But that's a common misunderstanding. When eaten in proper portions, peaches not only support blood sugar balance, but also offer powerful healing benefits for the heart, kidneys, nerves, and more. They're low in calories, rich in antioxidants, and loaded with vitamins that help repair and protect your body. Let's look at the numbers. A medium peach, about 5.3 ounces or 150 grams, contains 15 grams of total carbs, 2.3 grams of fiber, and 12.7 grams of net carbs. The glycemic index is around 42, and the glycemic load is just 5, making peaches a low glycemic fruit when eaten whole with the skin. That same peach provides 11% of your daily value for vitamin C, 8% for vitamin A, 7% for potassium, and smaller amounts of vitamin E, fiber, and magnesium. Vitamin C and polyphenols in peaches reduce inflammation and support immune defense. Potassium helps relax blood vessels, while vitamin A and beta-carotene protect delicate tissues, especially in the eyes and skin. Research suggests that peaches may help improve insulin response and reduce oxidative damage in people with diabetes. In one study, peach polyphenols helped lower blood sugar and improved insulin sensitivity by up to 10%, especially when included regularly in a balanced diet. Peaches may improve insulin sensitivity by 8% to 10% and support smoother glucose processing after meals. For heart health, their potassium and antioxidants may reduce blood pressure and LDL cholesterol by 5% to 7%. In the kidneys, low sodium and anti-inflammatory compounds help reduce early-stage stress and damage, offering 6% to 7% support. For nerve health, antioxidants may reduce tingling and discomfort from diabetic neuropathy by up to 9%. Peach skin is rich in fiber, which improves digestion by around 10%, supporting gut bacteria and smoother glucose metabolism. The vitamin A and lutein help protect the eyes, especially the retina, with benefits of up to 8% in reducing damage linked to high blood sugar. The fruit's antioxidants also support brain function, reducing mental fog and memory loss by 6% to 7%. Vitamin C and polyphenols enhance skin health, improving elasticity and reducing inflammation by up to 15%. And for fertility, peaches may improve sperm quality by 9%, particularly in men with elevated blood sugar-related oxidative stress. Here's a fun fact. The fuzzy skin of a peach contains unique plant compounds that act as natural anti-inflammatory agents. So when you eat a peach with the skin, you're getting more protection for your blood vessels, gut, and immune system. Stick to 1/2 of a medium peach, or about 2.7 ounces, as a serving. For a balanced diabetic snack, slice half a peach and mix it with 1/2 cup of plain cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. Add cinnamon for taste and improve blood sugar balance. In the U.S., fresh peaches usually cost between $1.50 and $3 per pound, depending on the season. Unsweetened frozen peach slices are also available year-round. Living with diabetes doesn't mean giving up flavor. It means making smarter, healing choices that support your body every day. These fruits are simple, powerful, and easy to enjoy when you know how to use them right. Subscribe for more easy-to-understand science-based diabetes content made especially for seniors. And let us know in the comments, which of these fruits do you enjoy the most, and how do you like to prepare it? We'd love to hear from you. What if I told you 3 fruits could do what most medications only promise? Lower your blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, protect your heart and kidneys, support smoother digestion, and even boost skin and eye health. Sounds surprising, right? But the science is real. In today's video, we're revealing 3 powerful, delicious fruits that don't spike your glucose, but actually help manage diabetes from the inside out. One of them is so rich in antioxidants, it can mimic the effect of diabetes medication, and another is surprisingly related to almonds. Stick around, because the last one might just become your new go-to fruit for better blood sugar control. First on list, mango, sweet, golden, and often misunderstood. Mango is one of the most debated fruits when it comes to diabetes. While some people fear its natural sugar content, the truth is that, when eaten the right way, mango can actually support blood sugar control, aid digestion, improve insulin function, and even protect your eyes and skin and heart. It's not about avoiding mango, it's about using it wisely. Let's begin with the glycemic data. Mango has a glycemic index of 51, placing it on the lower end of the medium category. But the more important number is its glycemic load, which is just 8 for a half-cup serving. That means it delivers a moderate sugar load only when eaten in excess. A typical diabetic-friendly serving is half a cup of sliced mango, about 3.5 ounces, which contains roughly 12 grams of total carbohydrates and around 1.5 grams of fiber. That fiber slows down the absorption of sugars, helping prevent sudden spikes in blood glucose. Nutritionally, mango offers far more than just flavor. That same half-cup serving provides over 35% of your daily value for vitamin C, which is crucial for reducing oxidative stress and inflammation linked to nerve and kidney damage. You also get about 10% of your daily value for vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene, which protects against diabetic eye complications like retinopathy. Mango is also a source of folate, offering about 10% of your daily value, which supports cell repair and cognitive function. Additionally, it contains 170 milligrams of potassium, helping to regulate blood pressure and support heart rhythm. But mango's true power lies in its natural plant compounds. It contains a rich variety of polyphenols and antioxidants, which have been shown in research to improve insulin sensitivity by up to 15%. These bioactive compounds support glucose uptake into cells, making insulin work more efficiently and reducing insulin resistance over time. That means mango, when consumed properly, doesn't just avoid sugar spikes, it can actually support better glucose control. Digestive health is another benefit. Mango contains natural digestive enzymes like amylase, which help break down complex carbs and ease digestion. Along with its fiber, this helps regulate bowel movements and supports a healthier gut microbiome. A healthier gut is directly linked to improved blood sugar regulation, reduced inflammation, and even better metabolic function. For heart health, mango plays a critical role. People with diabetes often face stiff arteries, high blood pressure, and elevated cholesterol. The potassium in mango helps relax blood vessels and balance sodium, lowering blood pressure naturally. It also contains mangiferin, a unique antioxidant shown to